Here we go, Gemini. January 2026. All right. Oh my goodness. Found a new level. Found a new level. So, can't fill it out. We cannot fill it out at all. Cannot fill it out at all. So that's why I filmed this video a couple days ago. I was saying all types of wild shit. But the real problem was, I was trying to fill it out. You can't fill it out. What I'm saying is what it is, how I gotta be. This is the outcome. So clearly, it's just what it is. So what will be coming ahead will be things that will make you feel, and you really cannot feel. Not supposed to be feeling. Not supposed to be feeling. So then this is the experience. This could be the situation. This could be what you feel like you're experiencing. Then the answer is just simply not feeling for some reason. So not taking it in, as in allowing it to be a learning process. Because this being the challenge, in reverse, I always see it as you're not supposed to see the long view of it, try to extend it. You're gonna learn from everything because you're really there, right? But this being the challenge is like you can't make it can't take it past what's happened, right? It has to stay not serious or like not that important in order to take over your focus. So, but the King of Pentacles, this card right here, I'll just show you the card. It said, this is the experience, or this could be what you're dealing with. And then the idea is not to even allow it to have that much attention on you. So, you know, it is also all these worrisome thoughts about, oh, what if this isn't in tune? But secretly it's like, who has the right? Why are we stopping ourselves? This is the game. This is life. You can't, make it work like that. Truly, because it just suits back to you gotta believe in what you represent, stand on what it is you're feeling. But it's so beautiful because you finally can. You have to know you're doing that to get that's the last step to, okay. So this is the best outcome because we can't register, we can't. But I think it's good because it means like, okay, once we know what it is, stick to that understanding. This being the outcome is what I mean. This is the mentality you gotta have. You cannot look for it to match, because I do this with the read sometimes, but it's a fun way to check. Okay, that's what I'm feeling. All right, cool. But it is also smoother to just keep the whole read going, because I hate how I just say it so smoothly. It annoys me. Like, oh, come on. But y'all could be digesting it just as simply. You could actually understand me just as much, just as well. But again, what is coming out is either this worry of, oh, I'm not representing this smoothly, I'm not being this part, I'm not doing this well. That is the problem. So this will be an experience, meaning you can't look at that. So the moment you start worrying about that, that is where we're violating. So then this being the outcome is good, because you'll be able to check that this being the best outcome is helpful, because you'll know, obviously, snap out of that. So why is this Seven of Swords here? Because clearly it probably means that's not even a true feeling. That's not even a true experience you're taking in. That's more of a defeatist. Ah, damn, let me check back in, you know. Yeah, there's still momentum. Yeah, confidence here. So secretly, you're like, all right, I know where we're at. I know it's only time to take action. I know it's only time to represent right now. So then this is what you're experiencing, Gemini, which is good, because we're here to learn, and this is only learning, only going to be learning in that. So you're not at odds with a group, you're sticking to what, you know, plan is. Plan is to get a promise with this energy, have a, I said, iron promise to stick to these goals, stick to this representation, the feeling about yourself, the duty and the focus to keep, you know, moving yourself like this. So you're feeling good, though. You're feeling good. There is energies wanting to represent, come back. You gotta do you. You gotta represent. You gotta be calm. This is great. This is actually great. This is great. So as long as you feel good, you know, and know you only represent yourself, you're only gonna get better at this. We are stuck in this feeling that I'm not, like you keep, like I said, I don't know, it sucks that we got this idea. We have this strong belief that we do not have feel. Okay. Damn. Why do you believe that? Why do you believe that? So this is good. In terms of, we got Scorpio here, Aquarius, another Pluto. Well, Pluto. This is just you proving to yourself and amazing yourself. And then whatever you gain with this, whatever you gain with those cards, I don't know, height, energy, trust, leveling up with you and yourself and others, sticking to this path and seeing things open up where you fit, where it all fits, and actually being able to access game. So, but you can't be overly paying attention, it looks like, to how the experience is, because that takes you out of the, you know, focus. You have to do your best to get away from whatever would excite those emotions. I'm making it sound so easy. I'm glad this video is short. That's really all I gotta say, because the Seven of Swords would be, you know, you're adding an extra flavor, extra exaggeration to the situation, to whatever you're experiencing. So I love when it's that simple, though. But this is what you'll be experiencing specifically for this month, this new year. So accept the experience. Now you get to write down the details. What will this experience feel like? What does this look like to experience this going through? You know, how you feel about what you're offering, what you give. Okay, fine. It's not fair, you know, I got Gemini moon. I could be kind of cold, in my assumptions of people, how I weigh them up. I weigh myself up pretty harshly too. So this is actually about, if you can look past that, you could actually learn. Because this is about ourselves just as much as others in business or in transition, in dealing with them. When I say that, I mean in dealing with them in real time. In action, in transition. But when dealing with them, you're not looking past it. It's just your experience of what you're going through. Yeah. I did have this feeling about a situation. That's not even on that. Not even on that level. I do think like that sometimes. Very true. I'm very strict, so. And looking at this read, it's like, okay, for grinding, we don't need to be strict. Just keep grinding. If you're grinding, why even care about these observations? I'm happy I'm grinding. I have the sense of I have the goal I'm pursuing. Whatever else happens around me is just comedy, or possibly things giving me hints or something that I could like connect, work with something, build on something. Because just saying all this, I do see, okay, that was an experience. I definitely was not allowing myself to take these actions. I was looking at the experience of it and going like, hell nah. Yet, that's the message right there. So, you have to have that attitude with yourself to feel like you're allowed to succeed right now. And that King of Swords is there, so you may be trying to check back, touch bases, or make sure it connects, which that's the problem. This month is like pushing you off the training wheels into balancing right in the middle. So this is a perfect representation of what I just said. This is balancing the middle, but you definitely need this another swords. So yeah, the game is cool. The game. Representing yourself fully and truly, how you truly fully feel, is the right answer. Sometimes it is not. Sometimes it's the right answer, and it sucks. But it's a blessing to see where you mute that part of yourself, and these messages can help. And if you're able to get to this deep honesty about yourself, to know where you mute this part of yourself, or where you feel like you're experiencing this as yourself. Because the outcome, you need to be the King of Swords. You need that, because if you're in a state of becoming, you really can't see yourself. And this is what's bad about social media, in a sense. Like, everybody's putting up their best, but it's like we're still in this game, in this marathon called becoming better. So, but at the same time, it can inspire you to just put up your best too. So as long as you're putting out your best, then man, I'm so critical. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. I'm so critical. But it doesn't matter, because it's about seeing these results, and we gotta get bad in order for it to, gotta be bad in order to, we gotta know we're bad to get good. Or is it just feel bad to just allow yourself to feel good being bad? Well, that's the whole point, though. You're gonna have to keep doing this. You're gonna have to keep showing up as yourself. You might as well show up and represent yourself. And remind yourself to feel, showing up for yourself right here. Very important. So, I'm trying to remember what all I said. There are the messages, Gemini. It really should be that simple. For January 2026. And yeah, there you go. Got it there. It's there. Be there. Only get better. Only keep trusting. This is amazing. So yes, I am offering personal readings. These are powerful, potent messages. There are 3 different levels, you know. One's just surface level answers. Second one, more in depth. The third one is like a fail safe, you know, to help you get back on the track. You know, because the fail safes are good for when you're gonna get off track, get off the journey. You know, journey's never over though. You can't get off the journey. You just know exactly what would make you feel uninspired. So in knowing if you face it, how to face it. Knowing you're gonna face it, you'll know how to face it. And anyway, check the description box below for those messages. My bad. For the prices of those readings, and then I wrote how to reach out for those messages as well. But it's getting amazing. You arm yourself with these cheat codes, you fly through the day. It's truly unfair. You know, I should have called the third reading the cheat code message, because yeah, the second one is the cheat code. The first one's the reading. The second one's the cheat code. The third one's, you know, never mind. The third one's the cheat code. Yeah. Third one's the cheat code. Second one's a deeper message. Third one's the cheat code, though. You know. But serious, you know. We're allowed to take ourselves seriously, but obviously we gotta put in the work of taking yourself seriously. So it takes work to take yourself seriously, to be seen, represent yourself. So that looks like that's the work you're doing, and we're all doing that in different ways. As long as you honor doing that, and just know you're doing that, you're in a state of becoming. As long as you're doing that, then allow yourself to become better simply. Later, Geminis. And y'all enjoy your January.